Audit under fire. PAC grills Gulu City Council over shillings 585 million service delivery lapse. This was reported by Benson Owam on the 6th of August 2025 in a critical interrogation that reveals growing concerns over local government inefficiency. The Parliamentary Accounts Committee, that is PAC, has faulted Gulu City Council for failing to absorb shillings 585 million earmarked for crucial public service delivery during the 2024-2025 financial year. The development raises questions about fiscal discipline, local governance, and the broader credibility of Uganda's decentralized budgeting system. The core of the interrogation. The PAC currently a regional accountability they're on a regional accountability tour across Acholi, Lam, and West Nile, summoned the Gulu City's technical and accounting leadership to explain their underperformance despite reviving an annual appropriation of shillings 52 billion from Parliament. A breakdown of the unutilized shillings 585 million reveals that shillings 389 million was set aside for the implementation of development plans, shillings 45.1 million for community mobilization and mindset change activities, and shillings 13 million for human capital development. These allocations represent key pillars of the government's strategic focus on improving service delivery at the grassroots, particularly in newly established cities like Gulu. However, the funds remained idle by the close of the financial year. PAC's stinging critic, Gilbert Olanya, the PAC chairperson and MP for Kilak South in Amur district, did not mince words. He criticized Gulu City leaders for what he termed a lack of commitment to serve their people, warning that habitual influence and inefficiency may result in the city being blacklisted for future central government funding. He said this is a sign of incompetence. Gulu City has leaders who are not committed to serving their people. Olanya charged, if this doesn't change, the city may not receive more funding from the government. The city's defense blame on delayed disbursements. Regina Akelo, Gulu City's deputy town clerk, acknowledged the failure but shifted part of the blame to the central government. According to Akelo, delayed fund releases from Kampala often constrain timely project execution, leading to under-absorption. We have had challenges with utilization, but also the center delayed to release the fund, she told the committee. However, critics argue that while delays in disbursement are valid concern, city authorities must improve planning, financial agility, and responsiveness once the funds arrive. There is a bigger scandal, that is Paris Development Model, OPDM, management. The committee's scrutiny went beyond underutilization. It uncovered potential financial malfeasance within the Paris Development Model, PDM, a flagship national initiative aimed at lifting communities out of poverty. The Auditor General's report cited at least 7 ghost groups that allegedly received money despite lacking legal existence or physical operations. A total of shillings 1.6 billion disbursed under the program is now under audit query. Isaac Tuka, MP for Upper Nile in Ajumani district, was visibly agitated. We have it on record. Over 7 groups don't exist. Some money was disbursed for non-existent projects. How does the city fail to explain this? Accountability in question. Committee member Okin, Ojara, an opposition MP, took a direct swipe at the city's accounting officers. You are the accounting officers. Unless you are telling us that you are incompetent, this shouldn't be happening. Christina Jock, the PDM focal person for Gulu City, offered a partial defense, stating that not all funds had been dispersed at the time of the audit and that some recipients operated outside the city's jurisdiction, an apparent breach of PDM guidelines. And in my analysis, systemic weakness or local lapses, the Gulu City episode illustrates a recurring challenge in Uganda's public sector: the disconnection between funding, execution, and impact. Despite significant resource allocation, intended beneficiaries continue to be underserved, an outcome of both administrative bottlenecks and lack of leadership accountability. The Paris development model, in particular, has suffered from premature implementation in some districts without adequate preparatory structures, robust data validation, or audit trails. In cases like Gulu, such foundational weaknesses are now manifesting as financial scandals. Now here's the way forward: to restore public confidence and avert future funding risk. PAC's ongoing field investigations must result into individual accountability for officers involved in financial mismanagement, time-bound corrective action, a plan for fund absorption and service delivery, real-time tracking tools to monitor disbursement and utilization, policy harmonization between central and local government to reduce disbursement delays. In conclusion, Gulu City's failure to utilize shillings 585 million alongside irregularities in PDM implementation is not just a matter of technical error. It's a betrayal of public trust. As Uganda prepares for the 2026 elections, these accountability gaps will likely fuel civic frustration and demand for reform. The Parliamentary Accounts Committee's sharp posture is a step in the right direction. It will require political will, systemic reform, and consequences for inaction. For updates on PAC's oversight mission across the northern region and the evolving story of accountability in local government, follow our ongoing coverage.